British Columbia mom is warning parents across this country to be extra careful about what their babies put in their mouth. Babies put everything in their mouths, as we know, dirt, toys. But Natasha is back with the story of what happened when what went in was that creepy crawler.
That picture behind me, you see cute little 8-month-old Kenzie, who unfortunately tried to eat that fuzzy bug, and it didn't turn out so well for either of them, as a matter of fact, but Kenzie is okay. So this is what happened last week. There you have Kenzie with her mom, Crystal Dawn Pavin, and her 8-year-old brother, and they were out on the deck enjoying a beautiful summer's day when all of a sudden Kenzie started screaming, and so the mom said, "What's going on? She's not consolable, she's crying, she's clearly in a lot of discomfort." And so the mother looked at Kenzie's mouth, and there were little black marks inside. So she said, "Oh, she must have eaten a bug," takes a wet wipe, tries to wipe out the baby's mouth. It's not taking away any of the discomfort. And when she looks inside, there's little black needles fixed inside Kenzie's cheek, on her tongue. It's very painful, and eventually Kenzie spits this out. This was a caterpillar in her mouth. It is now nothing except this ugly mess. So here's what happened. The mom is, of course, very concerned, takes Kenzie over to a Nanaimo hospital. At that stage, we understand from a local newspaper that the nurses didn't know what was wrong with little baby Kenzie. And so one of the nurses said, "Well, my baby reacted like this when she was once sucking on a caterpillar." So the mom says, "Well, that's exactly what I think happened." The doctor said, "Oh, this is more serious than we initially thought." They transfer Kenzie over to Victoria, where she has to undergo an hour-long surgery on her mouth. And eventually they're able to extract all the painful contamination inside of her mouth. But a huge ordeal for this family and this poor little baby to go through. Let's have a listen to the mom.
She just let out a huge scream. She started crying. I was panicked. I mean, I had no idea what it could be. I'd never seen anything like it before. And sure enough, when I went into the doctor's room, the doctor took one look and he said, "Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a caterpillar, and all the tentacles are fused to her cheek."
Poor Kenzie. So you might have heard a little baby squeak there, Heather. So Kenzie did have to spend the night in the hospital, but the surgery was a success. There was a little bit of bruising, a little bit of discomfort, and clearly a little bit of confusion, but she's okay and she's back home.
Well, thankfully, but as you say, what a harrowing ordeal there. Just for anybody else paying attention to this, never perhaps thinking about those kinds of creepy crawlies, what kind of caterpillar was this to watch for?
So the doctor assessed that gross little remnant that came out of Kenzie's mouth, and it is a silver-spotted tiger moth caterpillar. The name sounds scary, Heather, so now that you know what it is, stay away from it. What we understand from officials is that this type of caterpillar, which of course eventually turns into a moth, can be found anywhere along the west coast, from British Columbia down to Southern California, even into northern parts of Mexico, and it is venomous, and depending on how sensitive you are, it can cause severe allergies, huge rashes. Don't put it in your mouth. Don't even touch it. It could make you very uncomfortable. And in fact, the mom has posted on Facebook, "Attention parents, watch out for these cute fuzzy orange and black caterpillars." Not just parents, everybody, kids, teachers, folks at home, don't touch it, don't put it in your mouth, and stay away.
Thank you very much. Duly noted. Natasha Fattah, thank you so much.